I'm Wynn Godbold, founder of Be Sharp and the International Academy of Be Sharp Teachers, and you're watching Be Sharp Teacher TV. This is the place teachers come when they want to train sharp, when they want to be inspired to teach sharp, and most importantly, empowered to be sharp. Let's get into today's episode and see what's on tap for your 6-Minute Sunday. Hey, thanks for dropping by for today's episode of Be Sharp Teachers TV. This is the place where we inspire and empower teachers to teach with authenticity, joy, and success. And along those lines, today we're going to talk about your success. And I'm just going to give you one kind of a mindset shift or a little tip or a trick, whatever you want to call it. But here's all it is. So in your classroom, as you're setting things up every year, you go through that process of writing kids' names 100 bazillion times. You put them on name tags and on folders and on in the books and then on their whatever materials they have at their desk, on pencil boxes. Name, and you go through it every single year. Okay? I want to just suggest to you something that you might do that would help to cut down on some of that, and actually to cut down on some of the waste that we happen to see in our classrooms all the time. I would encourage you to set up a number system in your classroom. Okay? Particularly if you have manipulatives such as rulers or templates, measuring tapes, things like that. What I would have you to do is to number your kids. And so every year you have a class, let's say, of 25 children. So you would have a template with the number 1 on it, and a template with the number 2 on it, and one with the number 3 on it. And so for the next 10 years, how many every years you get to keep those templates, every year you simply have templates that have been numbered. And so you say, okay, Johnny, you're student number 1, Mary, you're student number 2, and Sally, you're student number 3. So this year, Johnny gets template number 1, Mary gets template number 2, and Sally gets template number 3. At the end of the day, during the year, whenever you find a template, lost on your floor, you pick it up, you say, oh, this is number 2, Mary, that's your template. You need to come and get it and put it back in your toolkit. But you don't have to create, Mary, you don't have to create new template labels every year because your kids are numbered. And the numbers don't change from year to year like their names do. Okay? So anything that you can think of that you could actually assign a number to, whether it's a number for the cubby, a number for materials like I was saying with your templates, measuring tapes, baggies of base 10 blocks if you happen to give those out to your kids, whatever it is, just number the things. And then if they survive through a year's worth of use, you'll have them for the next year. So it's a very easy thing to do. Now, I know some of you are thinking, oh, but that's so impersonal. Listen, here's what I did. I would tell my parents, I wrote it to them in the first newsletter of the year. I said, look, I love your children. I know all their names, or at least I'm getting to know all of their names, and I will call them by their name. But for the ease of running our classroom, we've assigned everybody a number, and their materials just have that number on it. That way, if you have a file folder stack that you use every year, you can use the same folders over and over and over again. Instead of using them one time with a name on one side and one time with a name on the other, and then you throw that away after 2 years. It just doesn't make sense to waste all of that paper and to kill all of those trees just to have another set of file folders. But if you just number them, you could keep those same ones for 10 years almost. So let's go green together. Let's make management a little bit easier. I will also tell you this, that it does help tremendously when you find materials lost on the floor. You can just pick them up and, by number, know whose they are. Whenever your kids are cutting out small pieces of anything, they can always just put their number on the back of those small pieces. And so, if my pieces get messed up in Mary's pieces because Johnny over there sneezed on our table and it all blew together, we can just turn them all over and by our number, separate them. It might take me 30 seconds to write my name every single time. So 30, 30, 30, 30. Now, 5 minutes of my 10-minute cutting time has been spent trying to write my name on there. But if I just have a number to write, I can write that in a couple of seconds. So it really speeds up a lot of things, keeps materials organized, and best of all, it allows you not to be going crazy at the beginning of every year, reordering and organizing all of your materials. Some of them you're going to have to. Name tags, of course you want those for your kids. But on stuff you can number, be thinking about doing that numbering system. It could really save you some serious time. Okay? All right, so if you like the video, like the video. If it resonated with you or you know someone who it will resonate with, send them the video. Remember, nothing we do at B Sharp is a secret. It's all about spreading our mission and getting teachers worldwide inspired and empowered to really reach children with authenticity, joy, and success. I hope that trick will work for you, and I will see you next Sunday when we're going to talk about getting some joy going in our classroom. Thanks, guys. See you next week.